Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we are going to be doing a quick comparison between the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which is right over here, and the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now I do want to let you know we cannot go into details. There's an embargo that is going to be lifted on October the 25th. So this is going to be just an initial look. We are going to be comparing the phone's hardware and look at some technical specifications and just see them side by side and inspect the design. So let's dive in and get started right away. And let's start by talking about the actual design and the build quality of these phones. Now, one thing I'm going to quickly mention is that the Google Pixel 6 Pro is cheaper. It's only $900 for the 128 gigabyte model. But the S21 Ultra starts at $1,200 for the 128 gigabyte model. So hopefully Google can force other manufacturers to reduce their prices a little bit, because these are both flagship products without a doubt. All right, so when it comes to the rear design, thank God we finally have a new design that differentiates the Google from the rest of the smartphones. Now, I think both of these designs are super clean and super nice, but the styling here is certainly unique and a breath of fresh air. We have that black camera bar with 3 cameras inside. Now, both phones do have Gorilla Glass Victus on the rear and on the front. So that is fantastic. So the front's going to be Gorilla Glass 7, which is Gorilla Glass Victus. Same situation with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. So when it comes to the build quality, they are almost the same. And while we're looking at the screens, real quick, both of these screens are 6.7 inches, and both of them have Quad HD Plus resolution. And of course, we have 120 Hertz on both of these smartphones. So that's all good stuff. Now, one more thing you can see over here is we do have a matte finish on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, but we actually have a shiny finish on the Pixel 6 Pro. So I do wish they had a matte finish instead of the glassy finish, but if you get the right color, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And they both have IP68 water and dust resistance. That's fantastic. Now, in the box, when you open these phones, neither phone comes with a charger, so you're going to have to purchase that separately. Now, overall, we do have similar ports on both of these phones. So at the bottom, we have the USB Type-C. We have stereo speakers. With the Pixel, we have on the side, we have a SIM card tray. And on this side, we have the buttons. On the top, we got a microphone. And this one has 3 microphones. Similarly, the S21 Ultra has a USB Type-C. Of course, we have dual speakers. And then on this side, we got nothing, buttons on that side, and a couple microphones on this guy as well. Now, when it comes to handling these phones, I'll let you know, the overall dimensions are nearly identical. The Pixel 6 Pro is actually just 1 millimeter shorter than the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. So when you hold them in your hands, it feels exactly the same. Okay, so the size, the weight, and the overall dimensions, pretty much the same thing. So if you're used to big phones and you can handle them easily, the same situation with this guy. But the S21 Ultra does weigh a little bit more. It's 17 grams heavier. All right, so let's quickly talk about the cameras. Now, again, we cannot provide any sample photos as of yet, but a quick look at the specs. So with the Pixel 6 Pro, on the front, we have an 11.1 megapixel front-facing camera. On the rear, we have 3 cameras, okay? We have a 50 megapixel wide camera. We have a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. And then we have a 48 megapixel telephoto camera. So that's the Pixel 6 Pro. With the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, we have 4 cameras. We have 2 telephoto cameras, each of them 10 megapixels. We have a 108 megapixel wide-angle camera, that's a standard camera, and we have the 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. So there's some variations, but both of these are pretty good cameras, and when we come to the samples, you'll see the actual differences in real life. And I did forget to mention the S21 Ultra does have a 40 megapixel front-facing camera. Now, one thing with the video recording, I just want to let you know that the S21 Ultra is capable of 8K recording, but the Google Pixel tops at 4K at 60 frames per second. And of course, both phones have in-display fingerprint sensor to unlock your phone, just so you know. Now the next thing I want to quickly talk about is the battery. So I'm really impressed with the Pixel 6 Pro. For a lower price, they have matched all the features of the S21 Ultra. First and foremost, both batteries are 5,000 milliamp hours. Both phones have wireless charging. Both phones have fast charging. And also both phones have reverse wireless charging. On the Google Pixel 6 Pro, it is known as the battery share. On the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, it is known as the wireless power share. So again, really impressed here because I was actually expecting the Pixel 6 Pro not to have the reverse wireless charging feature, but it does. So you can charge other smartphones on the back of the Pixel Pro, just like you can do on the S21 Ultra. iPhone 13 Pro Max still does not have that. Now, the one thing you're not going to have on the Pixel 6 Pro is stylus support. Okay, so S21 Ultra is fully compatible with the S Pen, so you can do things like this. You can actually bring up a command center. You can create notes, view the notes, all kinds of other functionality here. So if I click on this one, the biggest thing, of course, is that I can write on this thing with high precision. Now, you can use some generic styluses on the Pixel 6 Pro, but when you want this kind of precision, only the S21 Ultra is going to offer that. You can still use this to navigate the phone back and forth, but then you have all these additional functionalities. So if you're into this kind of writing and sketching on your phone, this is going to be the only phone that offers it, in addition to the Samsung Galaxy Note series and the Z Fold series. So that's that. Now, both phones do have several color options to choose from, so that's fantastic. You can customize these phones. The Galaxy S21, you can get black, silver, titanium, navy, and a brown that you're seeing in this video, which is a custom color. So you have 5 colors. With the Pixel Pro, you have 3 colors: white, sunny, and black. The more color options, the better. Now, we are going to be looking at the performance in depth later, but quickly, both of these phones have 12 gigabytes of RAM. So these are heavy duty players. And of course, the Google has its custom Tensor chip. The S21 has a Snapdragon 888 processor, and we'll see how that plays out in real life. The big thing with the Tensor chip is it's designed specifically for the Google experience. So it's going to work very well with all the Google experiences and the built-in Google features. Snapdragon is a little bit more generic, but of course it's no joke. It is a titan of a processor. Like I said, we'll see which one of these guys holds up as far as performance is concerned later in our real benchmark. And of course, both phones offer 128 gigabytes of internal storage at the base price. Like I said, the Pixel is $900, 128 gigabytes. The S21 Ultra, much more expensive, $1,200, 128 gigabytes. Neither phone has a micro SD expansion option, so you're going to have to rely on cloud storage if you want to expand your storage. So those are some of the things that I want to talk about in this video. Like I said, we are going to be bringing a full comparison to you guys, but for now, I want to give you guys a quick idea of both of these phones side by side. Like I said, the build quality, the overall design, fantastic on both phones. They feel great in the hand, and they feel the same in the hand because the size and weight is extremely similar. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?